Good afternoon to everyone. Do you know what is naturopathy? And have you ever wondered how and when should we seek for a naturopath consultant? In what conditions should we do that? So if you are someone that always curious about natural way to heal or even to boost our immune system, today Live Talk at Body Mind Soul Magazine Live Talk number 50 is your best live talk ever. So click share button. A very good afternoon to everyone. This is Christina Tang from Body Mind Soul Magazine as well as Body Mind Soul Festival. If you're watching us from these two platforms, yeah. So make sure you share this out because we are hitting our number 50 episode. Naturopathy prevention is better than cure. Together with me will be Alyssa Ng, a certified naturopath, a consultant, or I would say therapist. And she will share with us her story about how she came across with naturopath when no one really know and no one really talk about it, and what had made her continue on this journey to serve and to also help her clients to find a better way to increase and boost our body and allow our body to heal as well. Okay, so I have quite some comment. Hi Gita. Gita, thank you so much for your comment on yesterday TGIF. It's really beautiful to see that you left a comment over there and I read your comment. So thank you very much. And do a favor for me, share out this live talk so that we can get more people, especially on this very unique period of the entire world. Perhaps home remedy can also help us to increase our body immune system, or to also help us to ease certain patterns that we are facing. Okay, so I just want to let everyone know along the way I'll be having Alyssa to share with us what should we do at home if we are having stress. What kind of home remedy should we use when we are having stress? What kind of home remedy should we use if we have panic attack or anxiety attack, or if currently you know someone that is having insomnia challenge, can't sleep at night or can't really sleep well at night. So this will be the right place to do. And I'm doing very well, Gita. How about you? A very good afternoon. And I can hear thunderstorm coming. It's going to be another beautiful raining Saturday. And I believe a lot of us are at home now. We have to work from home more. I hope all is adhered to all the SOP that the government has imposed. Stay happy and stay safe. Okay. So with that, I am going to invite our guest today, Alyssa, to join us. So warm up our palms. All right. As you know, this is how I usually do it. So clap your hands so that we can welcome Alyssa together with me. Hello, Alyssa.
Hi.
Let's see. Hi. How are you, Alyssa?
Good. I'm feeling good.
Okay, now I can hear you better. Suddenly you were so soft. Okay,
really?
yeah. But now it's good. So Alyssa, you are a certified naturopath consultant. Could I say that?
Yes. Yep.
So maybe you can share with our audience, how did you come across with naturopathy?
Oh, basically story time. Okay, so I happen to work in a company that's doing supplements and health and things like that. So there are times that there are clients and customers would like to know more, and this particular company itself is actually selling health supplement. So with a marketing background and business background, I don't have a qualification and certified in any field of nutrition, but I read a lot and I'm being trained by pharmacists and healthcare professional. But I think that it's something that's a bit of a missing there. So then my boss said, hey, would you like to consider, getting yourself certified and things like that? I was like, okay, so what do I do? What, a pharmacist, a doctor, or dietitian, nutritionist? Like, what is what? So, and then we came upon with my colleagues, we were sharing and talking, and then they say that, hey, there's this thing called naturopathy. I was like, okay, naturopathy, what's that?
What is that?
Because what's that? Because it's not available in Malaysia. You cannot get it in Malaysia.
Back then, Alyssa, around what year is that? Yeah.
That was more than 10 years ago, about like 15 years ago. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, like
Even
around.
currently, yeah, there isn't any courses available, by the universities, local universities or colleges and things like that, because the courses, the naturopathy courses actually comes from overseas. You can find it in the UK, in America, Canada, Australia. Yeah, the country nearer to us. You can see a lot of naturopaths there as well. So naturopathy is something about, we study nutrition. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we talk about lifestyle. Yeah, something that the nutritionists do. Okay, but we go beyond that. As a naturopath, we go beyond that. Okay, so what we do is we study herbs, we study homeopathy as well, and then we talk about detox, we talk about colon therapy, we talk about one thing that differentiate us from nutritionists will be iris analysis. So, or immunologists, they called it. Okay, so this is iris analysis. All right, it actually allows you to look into your iris, and it lets you know that which area and strength and weaknesses that your body shows you. So from there, you can do prevention. So naturopath, when you see a naturopath, is all about trying to what do you call that? Get your body back to its original state. Yeah, using
Or the
natural,
ultimate state.
yeah, or the ultimate state, yeah, and then using non-invasive analysis, yeah, so that it give us some idea what's going to happen, how we can prevent things from happening. We look at certain sign of deficiency, yeah, because when we're deficient in certain things, it actually shows, yeah, from our body, and looking at our nails and so many things. So, and after that, I realized that, hey, it's a profession that will never die. As a profession that as you age, you get paid more. I mean, like, you would want to see an older physician, a doctor, or a healthcare professional than a younger one, right? I mean, they always say, oh, this doctor is too young, but they are qualified. And also, they say, what job on earth would actually pay you more and you don't get to retire early? I was like, wow, okay, I'm gonna go do that. Drop everything, fly off to UK and London and study there 2 years and transfer some of the credits and foundation courses and things like that. So I just left and I enjoy it very, very much.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, we just hold it a little bit there because I also want to invite all the audience, right? As at the same time you share out this live talk so that more people know what is naturopathy. Like for me, I heard about it. I never really dive in to understand what do you all study in that 2 years. And we have Gita over here also sharing, okay, I didn't know that naturopaths do iridology, and we learn something new every day. Great. Yeah, Gita, that's what Body, Mind, Soul Life Talk is all about. We are always here to impact life positively. And Christina, hello, Christina and Alyssa. Let's find out more together, Gita. Yes, exactly. So, Alyssa, so in that 2 years, you study and, you actually came from a company that talks about supplements, and that's where it inspire you to know more about nutrition, and then you found out there's this path called naturopathy. So what inspired you to stick with it? You said about this is at least 15 years ago, meaning you have been doing this for how many years now as a consultant, naturopathy consultant?
More than a decade, actually. More than that. Yeah, definitely more than that. Yeah.
So what keeps you going?
The feedback, the feedback from the clients itself, it's so satisfying. The minute they tell you that, and then when you follow up with them, how do you feel? You feel better. Then say, oh, I feel so much better. And one of the classic case that, if I were to recall as a student when I was studying in the UK itself, I have this client of mine. She's about like 60 plus 70 years old. You name it, she has all the high blood pressure, diabetes and osteoporosis, whatever is full on her list, and she takes tons of medications. Sorry about that. Yeah. And also vitamins and minerals and all those things. And she came to my, class, clinic, because as a student, I need to complete certain cases. So after 3 follow-ups, I complete the case. And then she gave me a thank you card. Thank you, Mark and Spencer. Thank you. I can't remember, £10, £15, something like that. It meant a lot, not because of the money, but she said to me, I said, okay, have you been doing this? Because, I need to be gentle on her, because she's old. Have you been doing this? Have you been taking this and things like that? She said to me, of course. Otherwise, why would I want to come to you? If you tell me it's good, I'll follow your advice. Why not? It makes me feel good and things like that. So it really inspires me and motivates me when I see those positive feedback. Especially some people, sometimes they have fertility issues. They could not conceive, and then by just giving simple advice and things like that, and from there, few months later, they have successfully conceived, and then that's a good news that they share. I was like, wow, I get so excited as if I'm pregnant, but it's like, wow, I'm like so happy and things like that. So you see a lot of positive changes. So yeah, that's what keeps me continue share. And I also realize a lot of people, they get confused. I hear from here, I read from here, and my friend told me, and stuff like that, and they do not know how to sort of like filter the informations, what is yes, what is no. Then they will just put it in like a rojak, and then they will like at the end of it, okay, what do I do about it? Either they do everything. They ask doctor, they ask pharmacist, they ask dietitian, they try to do everything, but that's not what they need sometimes. So sometimes they just need someone that's very neutral and just tell them that, okay, you can remove this, you can keep this, you can top up that, you can do more of this, and you can stop doing that. Then they'll be like, oh, they feel so much relief, at least someone non-biased. Yeah, put it this way.
So Alyssa, today we are here, to share with the audience prevention is better than cure, right?
Yeah.
So you did briefly share a little bit what naturopathy is all about, but can we go in a little deeper? Like when, in what scenario a person should come to
See a naturopath.
seek a naturopathy consultant?
Actually, basically, you don't need a reason. So naturopath is here to make sure that if you're healthy, okay, and to make sure that you're on the right track. That's very important. Okay, so what you are doing is good. And the next thing is we want to prevent diseases. I realize a lot of people, they don't care much about prevention. Before this COVID pandemic kind of thing, we were like, oh, life is good, health is, I don't need to see I don't need to do blood tests, I'm fine. I don't know my cholesterol level, I'll be good, that kind of thing. But if you're eating well, that's very good. If you have a good lifestyle, that's very good as well. If you're exercising, wonderful. But do you do anything to prevent yourself, from any diseases that you might be facing due to genetic, due to age, due to, your work environment, a couple of other issues, stress, might have an impact on our health as well. So you don't really need to have a reason to see a naturopath, but the most obvious reason is if you want to take care of yourself, if you want to take care of your family, and long-term health maintenance or prevention of certain diseases, you should actually see a naturopath.
Then what's the difference of seeing a naturopath with a nutritionist then?
Okay, nutritionist also works on the nutrition and the lifestyle and things like that. But naturopath has other ways of assessing, like I mentioned earlier, looking at your iris analysis, and then guiding you into making, sure that your diet and your lifestyle is actually in place. Okay, we use other remedies in it as well, where nutritionist doesn't really covers that. So there's a slight difference in that. So we covers, sometimes we work with other healthcare professionals as well. If there's a need, we will actually, advise them to see an Ayurvedic physician to get some herbs, yeah, or maybe a chiropractor to get yourself aligned, yeah, or maybe see a yoga coach, get yourself, flexible to prevent any injuries happening, strengthening your muscle. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah.
Nice. Hold on. We have quite a few. Lisa, so glad you are saying this. I tell people this all the time. Prevention is better than cure from Gita. Don't wait until you get a disease to do something good for yourself. Exactly. I think this is what Alyssa is trying to bring awareness. And therefore, we are here today to really, go in a little bit more about prevention is better than cure through a naturopathy way. But Alyssa, is there a lot of naturopath consultant in Malaysia? Is it a
Um,
common?
it's not very common, but you do find us, some of us in Malaysia itself. We have only a couple of handful of us around. Yeah, and some of my naturopaths, colleagues, friends, they also graduated from overseas, and they're also very passionate about, sharing, some tips and health, and also very into prevention. Yeah, and naturopaths, one of the naturopath job is to make sure that we treat the client, okay, a person as whole. Yeah, we don't look at symptom solving. We don't like, you cough, I'll just give you cough mixture. But we look at why is it that you're coughing? Okay, could it be that the mucus production comes from your digestion? That you're not having a good digestive system? Because a lot of time we just think cough is respiratory, your lungs. It could be something going on. And then we dig in further so that we know what's the problem. So we just don't go on symptomatic solving. Yeah, more on the root cause.
So is TCM considered one of like
Yes.
naturopath? Okay.
It's one of the holistic. It's under a holistic. What do you call that?
Umbrella.
Umbrella. Yeah, we have TCM. We have Ayurvedic physician. We have naturopathy, homeopath. All these complementary, practitioners. Yeah, all these healings. They fall under this whole big umbrella. Yeah.
So usually what kind of remedy would you suggest to your client? And are these remedies, easy to find in Malaysia? Because you see the cost is so common in Australia, UK,
Yeah.
US, which I would say they are also famous for all the herbs, and all the herbs are fresh herbs, which I've been to UK. Rosemary is just around the roadside. There's
Yes.
no garden to plant
Yeah.
rosemary. They are just at the roadside out of a bus station.
Yes, I know. Yeah.
Yeah, so what is the difference of studying in UK and then when you come back to Malaysia and you practice over here?
Oh, it's quite challenging. First thing first, when it's in UK, you get those high strength practitioner products. Yeah. So the layman doesn't get to,
What is high strength practitioner products?
So those product supplements, vitamins and minerals comes in very high dosage, much more higher than those you can find on the shelf itself. And the combinations and the formulation is slightly different. Yeah, so that we would know how to use it. Like homeopathic medicine. You can find it in the UK itself in the pharmacy, selected ones. Those homeopathic remedies, for example, Anika. Yeah, Anika. It's one of what you call a remedy in homeopathic that is used for treating bruises when you knock yourself. So that is one thing that they always keep it at home. It's like in the first aid kit, that kind of thing. But in Malaysia, have it. So yeah, that's one of the things that I could not really have more access to these natural remedies. But I only been using vitamins and minerals and some of this stuff which is available in Malaysia itself, and bud flower remedies. Yeah, flower essences, they are quite good in emotionals. People who has emotional issues, when they have panic attacks, when they have self-doubt, they worry about things, not knowing what to worry. So these flower remedies works very well. Yeah, but it's just here we don't have it. So it's either you need to order it from online, but you need to make sure that it's a genuine and original product. Yeah. It's a bit of a challenge. Yeah.
So how did you find your own way to practice what you have learned, right, and adapt in Malaysia condition?
So far, I think Malaysia is picking up, although in terms of certain remedies, it's not easily available. Okay. However, with current what is available in the market itself, is also good enough. Yeah, it's also good enough. We do see some other, practices like osteopathy coming in, like bone therapy coming in as well. So naturopath can, together when we work with, this holistic practitioners, you can see the outcome much more better. Yeah, because you cannot just see naturopath and expect, wow, your problem to be solved. If it's not that chronic, yeah, it's doable. If it's chronic and things like that, it requires time, and it requires certain, what do you call that, care or therapies, yeah, that works, yeah, very well with naturopathy remedies. Yeah.
Okay. You know what? To all the audience, right? If you have any question, please feel free. This is the best time you get to ask Alyssa directly about naturopath. If you have any question about naturopath, complementary healing, any doubts inside you, whether should I stick with naturopath and not go for doctor? I think this is the most common question a lot of people ask. So, Alyssa, what is your say?
Okay, see both of us. Don't see both of us, because first of all, doctors are here to diagnose. Okay, a naturopath are not allowed to diagnose. Okay, for example, if you come to see me, okay, because sometimes naturopath happen to be a bit more friendlier. We don't put on a jacket. We don't look too medical. Okay, so when you come to see us, you don't feel so sick. It's like when you make an appointment with doctor, automatically when you walk in, it's like, doctor, I'm sick. Actually, you're not that sick. You just want to sort of like confirm, and check with the doctor, so you get.
It's like our mind playing a trick on us.
Yes, I'm sick.
Before
sick,
you step into the clinic, you already feel 20 times sicker than you're at home.
Yes. And then when the doctor touches you and things like that and say that you're okay, then you feel that, oh, I've recovered. I don't need to take the medications anymore. I mean, that's placebo effect, because the thing is, yeah, on certain things you need to see the doctor because you need to confirm the diagnosis. Even sometimes when you come to see a naturopath, when I suspect something is going on, then I will tell them that, look, you better go to see a doctor to get it properly diagnosed, because symptoms, if you were to match a symptom, and you label it with the name of a disease, you could be treating it the wrong way, assuming that it's a normal, you assume yourself having IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, because you match all the, the checks, the symptoms, oh, I have diarrhea, and then I have constipation, and then glutinous, gassy, oh, I got IBS. Then you come to see a naturopath and say, I've got IBS. But what I normally do, I will ask them the questions like, has it been diagnosed by the doctor? If it's yes, then it's okay. If it's not, then you're creating such a stressful environment for both of us to deal with that thing, So yeah, so doctors, yeah, we need them. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Like it. Yep. This is what I practice too. Integrative nutrition and functional medicine. Yes, Gita has been one of our regular on Body Mind Soul, especially, where it comes to complementary healing topics. Gita definitely is here to listen to us. Thank you again, Gita, for all your, very encouraging comments, and we are very much aligned in terms of this as well. Gita, do pour in your comments as well as your opinion. Yeah. So sometimes it's good to share with all the audience also.
Yep.
And we have prepared something to also discuss together, as I promised in the opening. So, Alyssa, are you ready to share with all our audience, which everyone now is going through this, what is the home remedy if we are feeling stressed? I think no need if we are lah. A lot of us are feeling stressed.
Yes. We are feeling stress is boiling in and things like that. So, okay, first thing first, stress. We need to know, why are we stressed? What is stress all about? Things like that. Of course, what we can do is, anyone here, if you can just let me know, feeling relaxed? Anyone here? Yeah? No? So we are also stressed. Okay, giving out the answer is also stressful. Okay, first thing first, B vitamins. Okay, two ways to get it. One, you get it in terms of a supplement. Yep. Okay, another one, you get it from your food. You get it from your diet. Okay, so sometimes when we talk about B vitamins, we don't go into, sometimes I dislike pointing certain food, because at the end of the day, you start memorizing C is orange, and
I only remember C is orange. I was about to ask you what else.
I know, but guava has a higher C, kiwi has a higher C, so it's like we are not going to school, because we are not going to sit for exam. I cannot be remembering, B1, B2, B3, B6. There's so many Bs out there. So when we talk about Bs, we just need to understand that Bs are water soluble, When you are stressful enough, and you don't have sufficient of B's in your diet itself, that means a balanced meal. Not mainly B's comes from vegetables, nuts, and seeds. Okay, so we need these B's, in our diet itself. So that actually helps us to cope better with the stress. Alkalizing food, what it means is acidic and alkaline. Acidic food is, some of us could be eating a lot of high sugar food, processed food, meat and stuff like that, fried food, carbonated drinks, MCO3, we're back. And with a list of junks at home, because only junks, seriously, unfortunately, or canned food and things like that can stay longer in the home. Just perishable, goods like vegetables and what do you call that? Fruits don't stay that long.
But Alyssa, can I just ask you also? This is a little bit out of topic, but why human? Human, only human, okay? Animals will not do this. When human is under tremendous stress or even start to trigger that stress neuron, right? We tend to look for junk food.
Yeah, because the thing is, junk food gives us what do you call that so-called temporary satisfaction. It's the sugar, it's the preservatives, it's the additives that makes us like so nice. That kind of wow. And then women will always say, oh, when period comes, take chocolate lah. But when you come to see a naturopath, yes, I agree with you, okay, the chocolate, but go for good quality cacao. Then they were like, wow, that was like so high class, like bitterness and things like that. But I want sugar, because the sugar is the one that makes us feel good, Yeah, so and then our tongue itself by nature, human by nature, always craves, and the first thing that we accept the most will be sweetness. Yeah, we go for that. Yeah, we go for and other flavors like bitter and salt and things like that, not so much. But the sugar is the one that makes us feel so good. Yeah. So sometimes we were tricked by our body thinking that we need to eat, when we are stressed. Stress happen in a way that either you eat a lot or you don't eat.
True.
Yeah. So sometimes in some certain conditions you can eat, and then there's another conditions whereby you just I don't have appetite because it's like totally suppressed. Stress has suppressed your appetite, your mood, your taste, and then you say, I don't have any taste anymore, and then you get like stress. So this stress thing, right, is like really making us pretty stressed out.
So when you say about vitamin B rich food, you say soluble just now? Did you just
water soluble, because vitamin B's are water soluble. Yeah, vitamins. Okay, so you need to replenish it from your diet every day. That means today, if you have eaten like Brazil nuts and seeds, and you have some vegetables and things like that, you need to make sure that tomorrow you have this back into your diet as well. Not the same food, but you need to be
same category.
Same category, yeah. Okay. Alkalizing food, same thing as well, because when you are stressed, when we go too much on highly processed food, fried stuff and junk food and things like that, it actually tends to make us feel much more tired. And then when your body becomes very acidic, and then your body gets those inflammatory conditions like cholesterol, pain here, you suffer from arthritis, you get tired, you get fatigued, you get foggy brain, you cannot concentrate, all these things comes along, it's pretty messy. Yeah, so for those who are taking some they already feel so stressed, they really don't have the mood to look into what sort of food to prepare. But if you're taking in terms of supplements, tablets, so it's absolutely safe, and you really need to work on your diet to get these B vitamins rich food in your diet as well.
And the adaptogen herbs, what do you mean? What is adaptogen?
Adaptogen herbs are herbs that helps your body to deal or cope with the stress.
For instance, example,
ginseng, one of it, tonka ali, one of it, These are adaptogenic herbs, okay? They have lots of functions. Maca, M-A-C-A, maca,
Ah,
and the ashwagandha, Ayurvedic herbs. So we have a mixture of local herbs, Tongkali. We have ginseng, which is Oriental and Asian. We have maca, which is from Peru. We
yeah.
have ashwagandha, which is actually from India. Yeah. So
Mm.
lots of these herbs. So normally when you're stressed, you can get it in terms in a form of tea, or in form of a powder, or in a
Mm.
form of a capsule or tablets. Yeah. So they
Mm.
actually, cope. When your bodies are quite stressful, you require extra energy, and your heart is pumping, and things like that. So these herbs sort of like helps you to calm down in a way that it supports your body to
Mm.
go through this.
I personally love maca. I
Yeah,
had it
it's
once
very
in
good.
Peru,
Yeah.
and then I realized, hey, it tastes good to mix in any drinks,
Yes, yes,
Milo, chocolate,
yes.
any form of drinks, even
Yeah,
orange juice. I just put a little bit and just mix it. Yeah, some people think it's weird, but I kind of like it myself. I didn't know when I was looking for it, I'm under stress. Now you say that, it makes sense, because there are certain period I kind of tends to drink that, and then after that I stop. Like my body will want to drink that, and
yeah,
then now recently I just stop. It's like, oh yeah, I don't think I want to drink. A lot of times I follow what my body
yeah,
wants,
yeah.
because I was also, I'm a foodie, and I just did like a month series about food, and I realized, sometimes our body will let us know what kind of food we need.
Yeah.
And when you are aware enough, you know what kind of food you are craving. Like for instance, the junk food, but junk food is not
Yeah, I
good.
know. Yeah.
So that's why I asked you that question.
We feel even more guiltier, after eating that junk food. But this is what happens, like when there's any, panic and things like that. Get all those food that you need and junks, as well. But you can okay, put it this way. Snack, okay, junks snack, okay. Healthy snacking, absolutely fine. If it's unhealthy snacking, that's what we push it into the junk category, because snack can be a good and healthy snacks. Yeah,
Mm.
so it not necessarily to be a bad snacks. Yeah.
Understand. Now we go to next one. I'm not sure how many of us here are having insomnia in the past few weeks. I have heard a lot of my friends can't really sleep well in the night, or some of them, they try to sleep at early as 10 or 11, but their brain is so active that they just lie on the bed until 2, 3 o'clock. Only then they can fall asleep.
Yeah.
So, Alyssa, from a naturopath perspective, what is the home remedy for those who are having insomnia?
Okay. First of all, there are a few herbs that you can actually look at as well. First of all, you can use essential oils. Essential oils are quite good. Yeah.
Do
Um,
how do you diffuse it, or you rub
you
it
can
somewhere?
diffuse it, and what you can do is you can actually put 1 or 2 drops, and you sort of like warm
Warm
it
it
up in
up.
your hands, and you just inhale it and put it on your shoulder and things like that, and
Mm,
then you feel much more better, and you can actually even make your own what do you call that, a sleeping remedy. You can have few essential oils, you can put it
mm,
in, drop it in what do you call, a spray, and you spray it, yep, on top of your head, and then lets the it comes down, and then you sort of like breathe in and things like that. That can be done, or diffusing it can be done as well. You also can buy tea. Yeah, just now you talk about, Christina, you're into tea right now. So yeah, tea drinking is non-caffeinated, because otherwise, you're supposed to go to bed and then you end up feeling excited. No
yeah.
coffee, no caffeine, no nothing that helps to get your body into the mood of like, I need to work, that kind of thing, because your brain is seriously very tired, but it's just your physical body, like, still thinking that I can
Active.
do it, active and things like that. Yeah. So chamomile is very good. Yeah. When the thing is, when you make it into tea, whether it's a loose chamomile flower, or when it comes in tea bags, when you brew the tea itself, you
In
can smell the inhale the aroma. It actually helps you to relax it. Yeah. So chamomile is
mm,
actually very good. You can drink that. It's non-caffeinated. Lavender, of course, we know. Lemon balm is also another herbs that can be found easily in the tea as well. Another thing is green tea. Okay, Green tea is has got this compound called L-theanine. Now, L-theanine, okay, it's like a chill pill kind of thing. Okay, this compound helps you to relax and cope with stress. Okay, but for those who are really, really in need of a therapeutic dose, yeah, you need to get hold of the L-theanine in terms of capsule. Yeah, it's available in Malaysia itself. Yeah, so when you take that, I remember, I remember taking L-theanine for the first time after my exam. I don't know whether I should take it after the exam or before the exam itself, because I remember when I sit for the exam and it was really tough, those questions. And then I went to work after that in UK itself. And then I saw my classmate and she was like, wow, I mean, top students say it's tough. I'm not top students. I'll be like, okay, I'm gone. Then she's like, take L-theanine, this is good. I was like, what is this? This is from green tea. Like after exam, everything's like gone, that kind of thing. And then she's like, I'm coming to your shop to get this L-theanine. I was like, yeah. After she purchased that product, she was like, it's like immediate, it's like a sugar pill. Nah, take one. I was like, okay. After I took it, I was like, oh, okay. I feel like much more calmer. I say, if I fail, I just got to retake and that's it. I still have time for it, but not to the extent as I pass.
Yeah.
L-theanine is really good. It's a non-protein amino acid. Okay, it actually helps you to relax your body and cope with stress. So L-theanine, either you go for a cup of tea, very gentle chamomile tea or lemon balm tea, any of the tea or whatever Christina that is drinking, as long as you're happy with tea, non-caffeine, please. Okay. Green tea, a little bit of caffeine here. Drink it during the daytime, or opt for in capsule. Epsom salt, another one. Okay, get Epsom
What do we
salt.
do with that?
Okay, Epsom salt. What you do is you can actually soak your feet. That's very good. Soak your feet in it, and then that actually helps to relax your body. So Epsom salt is like the cheapest thing that you can buy, and it's so easy. Put a few drops of essential oil in it. After your shower, you can just sit in the living room while watching or listening to relaxing music, and then just relax. That actually helps. You do it a warm foot bath, soaking, 1-2 hours or 30 minutes before bedtime. Yeah, that could also help you to relax and quiet down. Yeah.
Alyssa, I just want to check with you. Those who have short-term sleeping issue, do they categorize it as insomnia? Because I believe insomnia is those who have it's like a long term that they couldn't really sleep at
and
the
it's
time.
really bad. They only sleep maybe say like 2-3 hours.
1-2 hours.
1-2 hours, and they cannot really have good deep sleep, and it affects their work. It affects their memory and concentration as well, and they start to feel very, very fatigued, and they just cannot doze off. Yeah, and it got a lot of things going on their mind. Yeah, so flower essences, that actually helps to sort of like to relax them and to get them back on track. Yeah.
So we have a question here. What kind of flavor essential oil would you recommend for sleep? Lavender or only lavender? Or any other things else?
You can go for, let me see, lavender is quite of a well-known one. There are a couple of other relaxing essential oil as well. Offhand, I can't think of it, but there's quite a number. There's some mixture of it. I'm not too sure if lemon balm is available in essential oils. Yeah.
Okay. But at least we know.
You can add peppermint in it as well. Peppermint and lavender, goes very well together. For those who tend to get headache, you mix peppermint and lavender together, so that makes you feel like
relax
really
and
relaxed.
chill.
Yeah.
Geeta over here, can I recommend something too? Banana skin tea, high in magnesium, so very relaxing and puts me to sleep immediately. Thank you,
Really?
Geeta, for your recommendation.
Banana skin tea. I've not tried that before. Should make use of banana skin. Yeah, because banana is very high in potassium. Yeah, so it's one of the things that helps to balance back the ratio of magnesium, potassium, and things like that. So, yeah, that's good.
I like peppermint. Thank you. Okay, Shiwei. And we have another question over here. Why somebody drink coffee can sleep well or better? Hold on to that. Yeah, Alyssa, later we will come to that.
Yeah.
Jocelyn, your question is one of our scenario. Yeah, I have bloating and gastric problem. I will come to that right after this, Jocelyn. So stay with us. Yeah. So we come here first. Why somebody drink coffee can sleep well and better? Is there a explanation for that, Alyssa, or from your own practice that you have find?
Okay, first thing first, some people have very high tolerance caffeine level. They are used to it, like alcohols. I'm not very good with alcohol. When I drink a little bit, the whole world will know that I've been drinking. Only maybe I'm like very little, very little during confinement. I don't drink much during, after I deliver my baby and things like that. There's no Chinese practice, need to add in some alcohol and things like that, wine into it. You can see me, having rosy cheek, and yeah. So it's the individual tolerance level. Yeah, and some people even use the caffeine as a way to relieve their constipation because caffeine actually irritates their stomach, and thinking that that you have to go to toilet, it helps in constipation, but it doesn't. Okay, yeah. So first of all, that person who drinks coffee does not have any issue of sleeping problem, whereas you will be there wondering, hey, how come I drink, I cannot sleep, but how come you drink you can sleep? Obviously, she doesn't have a sleeping issue, but you do, So maybe you need to look at yourself, yeah. So
Yeah, so I would say, like the Chinese say, 一种米养百种人, meaning, the same rice you are consuming with everyone, but you have 100 different characters, 100 different personalities. Yeah, so it's all our own unique body that is
yes,
doing the goodness for all of us. I put it this way.
yes, yes.
Okay, like Gita over here is sharing, when I drink coffee, I can't sleep at all. It's the other way around. I know of someone can drink coffee at 10 o'clock at night, but still can sleep right after that. So
Yep.
yeah, so it's very, very interesting. And let's go to Jocelyn question, which is something that we have prepped for everyone. I'll just jump a little bit because I know Jocelyn is here waiting for that. Let us just go to this one. We do prep this. What is the home remedy for digestion issues? Let's say, for instance, bloatedness or gastric.
Okay, digestion is something so a very modern disease or condition kind of thing that all of us suffers. Okay, sometimes when we look at food, okay, we don't really eat it, but our eyes are the ones that eat it first. Like your friends when you post, wow, like laksa, woo, like you start salivating and things like that, And when it comes to food, when you are hungry or when you're in a starvation mood, you just don't chew. We just main telan like that. You just gulp it down, and then we brush it down with water, especially
Without
cold
any
drinks.
awareness of what you're eating.
Yeah, and then they talk about you have to chew 15 to 20 times. That's impossible because we finish our meal within 15 minutes. Because I did a survey before. I've asked, people and say, how fast do you finish your meal? They say 15 minutes. I was like, wow, you waited for the food for like an hour or half an hour. You finish within 15 minutes. You just, whether it's a rice, noodles, or bread. And then they have this we don't know, eating competition kind of thing, who eat the fastest, and amount of burgers and noodles, and you have all this mukbang going on, those Korean eating show. It doesn't give us a very good culture, doesn't give us a very good trend. I mean, we ourselves also suffer digestion issues. Bloatedness is another one. And then sometimes when we burp, okay, how do you know that you have digestion issues? People always relate to, I can go to toilet, as in bowel movement. I think I'm fine. Then they always think that burping after you eat, oh, that means I'm full. I was like, are you sure? Yeah, but it doesn't mean that you're full, because you have swallow amount of gases and you don't chew, and things like that, and your body is like telling you, hey, slow down, and you get bloatedness, and you say that you have gained weight, but only at the belly side, and then you feel a relief when the wind and gases comes out. Okay, so these are all these signs and symptoms and conditions of digestion issues. So when it comes to digestion issues, there are certain food and remedies that you can do. One of my favorite would be ginger. Okay, ginger is a very versatile herb. We use it in our cooking. We can make drink. Sometimes, last time when everyone can travel, they go to Mama and sometimes they order the teh tarik halia. Even men drinks it and say it's very good. It's the heat in that teh tarik. Feels so good. That kind of thing. But ginger is not a herb that everyone likes because it's the heat. But using that, it actually warms up our, what do you call it, digestions. Okay, it actually helps to relieve winds and gases and bloatedness. And one thing is, when you feel bloated, or when your digestion is low, you tend to say that I'm full. Your fullness stays so long. Like you had your breakfast at 8 o'clock, and then like 12 o'clock. Okay, come, let's order food for lunch, or let's cook. What do you want to eat and things like that. They'll be like, I'm still full. What have you eaten? Like a cup of chocolate drink or a cup of tea or coffee with a slice of bread, and that lasts you for like so many hours. So that's a problem here. That means your digestion is quite slow, lacking in enzymes and stomach bloatedness, and you don't have the appetite to eat. So make yourself a cup of ginger tea or get hold of a ginger tablet. That could help to relieve some of the symptoms as well.
I just want to understand from Jocelyn, if you are still here with us, because you say over here, you have bloating and gastric problems since young quite often and always need to take medicine. So therefore you are asking, is there alternative that you can take to practice? Jocelyn, I just want to understand, one of the thing that Alyssa have shared, when we eat, we tend to eat very fast. Are you one of them? That you tend to eat very fast? Because I have to confess, because I was in event industry, we tend to require, it's because of the industry environment, right? We had to finish our meal in a very fast pace. So a lot of times I have to finish my meal within 10 minutes. So along the way, after so many years, without me realizing, my indigestion issue came from eating too fast. And when I stopped eating that fast and really paced myself, slow down, I realized the bloatedness actually reduced. So I'm not sure for Jocelyn, if you are still with us, you can share with us, how is your eating pattern? Perhaps that will be one of the way. A lot of times we thought it must be do with something, but actually it's our lifestyle. My admin is still saying that a lot of times you pakai telan saja.
Yeah.
It was a pattern that I built for 6, 7, I think nearly 10 years. So unconsciously, there are times when I'm not conscious, I will go back to my autopilot mode, which is eat very fast. Unless I'm very conscious and I tell myself slow down. If not, I'll tend to eat more than what I need. Yeah, so that is what happened to me. So it's very, very good.
I just want to know, what sort of medications are you taking?
For Jocelyn,
for Jocelyn, is it
she's still here?
Yeah, if you're still here, because if you have gastric issue and you're taking antacid for temporary relief at that moment, okay. But if it's a long-term thing, it's going to suppress your stomach or your body producing the gastric juices to digest the food. Because the thing is, you're eating too fast and you're on a stressful manner, and then you take antacids, you feel the heartburn, that kind of thing. So yeah, it's...
There she is. Yes, I eat fast, Christina. I guess it's because lifestyle causing my stomach issue.
Yeah. So yeah, are you taking antacid as well? Because antacid, it's not really, it's a temporary relief, but it's not good for long term. So you can take like a fermented food that is fermented, like tempeh, yogurt. These are quite good. They have those good bacteria. Any raw food, not sashimi. Okay, any raw food like fruits that doesn't require to be cooked, or lightly steam vegetables, so that the enzymes are still there, so that it actually helps in terms of topping up the digestive enzymes in our body itself. Yeah,
so like Gita is suggesting cafe milk or water cafe or digestion enzyme. So that is also part of the fermented food category.
Yes. Oh, the simplest thing to do is Lemon slice, this is one of the naturopath favorite thing to recommend because it's like the cheapest thing. You buy one big lemon. Okay, lemon function and lime slightly different, although they're citrus, but lemon tends to be a bit bigger and things like that. So you just do lemon water. Warm water, slice lemon, put it in, drink it before you start your meal. Okay, I know there's a saying that don't start drinking water when before you start your meal and then all those kind of things. Just make sure that you sip it, not really drinking it.
Like
You
not
know,
down it lah.
yes, exactly. And it's just like, one full cup and then you finish it within, 2 minutes again or 1 minute, before your meal time. Yeah. So you can start doing that with apple cider vinegar as well, or ACV. Yeah. So that's easy.
What is ACV? Yeah.
Apple cider vinegar. Yeah.
Oh, apple cider
So apple cider
vinegar.
vinegar, or you can go for the lemon slice. The lemon slice thing is absolutely fine with people who has gastric issue. Okay, they are alkalizing. Okay, although before you take it in, it's acidic because acidic food cause your stomach to feel discomfort. But apple cider vinegar and the lemon, yeah, they are under the category of alkalizing food. So when you take it in, it's actually in an alkalizing pH. Yeah.
Alyssa, can I check with you? Does naturopath also look into emotions of a client?
Yes, we do.
So
We look.
the digestion, does it also incline with emotions as well?
Yes, of course. It's like very related to stress. Okay, you get panic attack, you get anxiety when you're stressed. Everything affects our digestions. So if you don't take care of your digestions, there goes your immune system. Yeah. So it's not. Sometimes they talk about, how do I take care of my immune system during this pandemic? Is it just vitamin C alone is good enough? Yeah, probiotics works very well because probiotics, friendly bacteria from food sources or in capsule form or in yogurt and tempeh and miso and kimchi and all those, right? It actually helps us to make sure that our digestion is good. You absorb the food, you get all the nutrients. At the same time, it works on your immune health. So it's like so much reason to take care of yourself.
Jocelyn, now I've been asked to take herbal medicine like ginger juice, but sometimes I feel like I can't take the taste. Do you have any recommendation on how to cure this problem? And Jocelyn, I believe, Alyssa has given us a lot of other options beside ginger. You have lemon, you have apple cider vinegar, you have fermented food, you have probiotics, just try it and experience it and experiment it yourself, because all these are recommendations. But in the end, you need to try it yourself to see what is best for you. Yeah, Alyssa, is that correct? The first thing is definitely eat slow.
Yeah,
Jocelyn, for you, the first thing, yes.
You can also add in lemongrass. Lemongrass also helps with digestion. Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, and ginger also comes in a tablet form. You can actually check it out in the market. Yeah.
Jocelyn, first thing is start eating slow.
Yeah, that's very important because the thing is the root cause is eating slow and steady. Okay,
Yes,
so it's not so much.
and steady.
Yeah. And then the next thing we move on to what food makes you feel good and what food doesn't make you feel good after eating it. For someone who has gastric, chili is, well, if you have been a good girl, I would say yes. If you have been naughty, I would just say no temporary. Okay, until you regain back, your digestion's health. Then yeah, you can have a bit of a spicy food. Malaysians can't live without chili. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did. When I was having digestion issue, I did cut chili for about, I think, 3 to 6 months. I really don't touch anything that has chili in it. It kills me at first for the first few weeks because I'm a spicy food lover, but it did help me. And then after that, only I regained back that chili paste as well. So let us move, Alyssa. We go to what is the home remedy for panic attack and anxiety?
Okay, so panic attack and anxiety, they are also friend of stress. So first thing first, what I would like to do is to ask them to go for a detox. Yeah, it could
What do you
be
mean
that.
by detox? Yeah.
Detox, this word has been around for quite some time, and it's often has a lot of different definitions, you know. So when it
Exactly.
comes to detox, it's about just very simple. I make it very simple. Remove things that are toxic, things or food that does not serve any purpose in your in terms of health. Okay, and then so that you can make room for food that has the healing properties, you know, the nutrients to comes into your body itself. Okay, I mentioned earlier, you know, magnesium. Magnesium comes from a lot of, you know, green leafy vegetables. Magnesium comes from Epsom salt as well. That's where it can actually helps you to relax. Don't eat Epsom salt, okay? It's not meant to be eaten, okay? But magnesiums, you can get it in terms of supplements, tablets form, or you can get it from those, anything that's green in color is rich in magnesium, okay? Although the
But I
chlorophyll,
just
yeah, but
Yeah, but Alyssa, I just want to check, when you say detox, is it is there like what kind of detox? Like totally cut certain food, or you know, like some people they do juice fasting consider as a form of detox, or what kind of detox are you
yeah,
referring?
okay. The thing
Well, it
is,
goes with individual.
it goes to individual and it's a case to case basis, okay? Because
Mm.
sometimes if you know that you have not been eating well, okay, and you don't feel good about it, it's time that you look at what are the things that triggers that. Because
Mm.
emotional eating, you know, binge eating, you know, besides all those junks, and you're not feeding your body the required nutrients to be able to cope with such, you will feel really bad, you know. And then
Mm.
detox can be, you know, some liver cleansing diet, you know. It's not like totally stop eating, but it's more of adding certain food or herbs back into your diet. Bitter food
Mm.
makes your body, you know, detox and cleanse much more better. Yeah.
Mm.
Because
Mm.
sometimes when you panic and things like that, there's certain symptoms that comes along. There's certain complaints like I feel tired, I feel demotivated, you know, I don't have the energy to do certain things. So that's where detox comes in, sort of like rejuvenate or get yourself recharged, you know, so that you feel much more better. Because sometimes physicals, what do you call that, complaints or discomfort also affects your emotional.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
So
Mm. Mm. Mm.
these two, you know, works, yeah, together. So they will sort of like influence each other. And
So,
omega 3 is good.
and you did mention also turmeric is good for panic attack and anxiety. So
Yes.
consume turmeric in our food, or how?
Yeah, you can actually add turmeric in your cooking. Yeah, turmeric curry. Yeah, of course, be careful. Take note on the spiciness level and things like that. You can get turmeric powder. Okay, mix it in your juices and things like that, or you can get it in terms of a capsule form. It depends on the severity of the conditions. When we talk about therapeutic dosages and things like that, you need to go for supplements because it's in a concentrated form. But if
Mm.
you're just talking about, you know, you get a bit of stress and things like that, you sort of like want to relax, make yourself a good warm dal curry, you know, and vegetables, lentils, cook in, you know, turmeric. Ah, that's so nice, you know, isn't it good? You won't feel so bad. And get juices, you know, if you're doing, you know, juicing at home, whether it's juice blending or slow juicing, you know, add a bit of a small teaspoon of turmeric powder in it. Yeah. That actually, and a bit of oil, because turmeric needs to, you need to add oil, yeah, so that you can take turmeric, the body gets absorbed it much more better. Yeah. So you can
Mm.
just take turmeric on its own like that. Yeah.
Nice. We have Jocelyn. Yes, correct, and well noted on our advice. Sure, will do. Start eating slow and steady. Yes, Jocelyn, very good. And then also, you know, when just now, Alyssa, since you know Jocelyn is talking about start eating slow and steady, you were talking about feeding our body. You know, what do you mean by feeding our body?
Feeding our body, that means it's not just eating. You know, a lot of people they look at food as in I need to survive. I just need to put it in and that's it. You know, I don't care what goes into the body itself. You know, whether I feel good or not. That's not the way, you know. So because food has so much impact in, we are just not eating for the sake of surviving, we are eating for the
Mm.
sake of prevention of diseases as well, because we want to age gracefully, we want to have good nice skin. We want to, we want to have the energy. We want to be able to, enjoy life, to be able to accomplish certain goals. So that is the meaning of really feeding our body with the nutrients that what we eat and what the body
Mm.
needs. Not just makan saja, or eating. Yeah.
Nice. We have Geeta also sharing you can take turmeric tea every morning. It's anti everything.
Yes.
Mild turmeric
Anti
drink.
everything. Yeah. It's antioxidant, anti-tumor, anti-cancer, and all those things. Anti-inflammatory as well. So, and one thing is the reason why when you have panic attack or anxiety, turmeric in studies, has shown that it actually improves the mood. Okay, and
Improve
also
the
mood.
mood. Oh.
Yeah, mood. Because there are studies that they have done it on those elderly people,
Mm.
and then they were, they have like dementia issues, memory, concentration, alertness, and things like that. So as we age, memory, brain cognitive functions actually decreases. Okay,
Mm.
so same goes to the mood. Sometimes when you cannot remember certain things, you cannot recall, and your attention is not there, you get really frustrated. You get like, that kind of thing. So turmeric has been used in that research, in that way, and it shows that there's a positive effect after the participants, okay, take it, and after like few hours, and they check, their mood improve. They feel so
Mm.
much better. The mental alertness increases as well. Yeah, so there goes turmeric. It's the wonder herb, the anti herb of everything, like what Gita says.
Nice. We
Yeah.
come to the last situation that we actually prep and hope that this will also give values back to our audience. Is the last one is hypertension. So what is the home remedy for hypertension?
Okay, hypertension, that means high blood pressure. Okay, it's also one of the factor in heart disease. Okay,
Mm.
so we have been taking it so lightly. We don't even look, we don't even care if our blood pressure is good, high or low, until when we start feeling dizzy, and if we have any issues with our heart, then we say, oh, I must check my blood pressure. Well, water is very important. We need to make sure that we drink sufficient of water, not because when we are thirsty or whatsoever.
Mm.
Water always referred to as the only beverage. Okay, and it's not coffee, tea, and a bubble tea, boba tea, whatever tea you name it. So sweet. Okay, as a treat, well, if you have been a good girl, I only say yes to once. Okay, not every day. Okay, and then, well, if you have been naughty, definitely it's a no thing. Because life should not be too strict, as in like you don't eat all those things. Okay, but the
Mm.
balance needs to be there as well.
Mm.
Okay,
Mm.
water. We need to make sure that we drink water. We need to make sure that our diet, we do not have additional sodium adding
Mm. What
in.
do you mean
Okay,
additional sodium?
additional sodium meaning, for example, there's certain food like tomato. Yeah, tomato has sodium, naturally present. Tomato has sodium in it as well. But then the thing is, if you cook tomato and you add 1 teaspoon or 2 teaspoon of salt in it, this is additional sugar added into your diet itself. Okay, and then you cook another, you have wonton mee, and you have like whatever noodles that you have, or whatever food that you could be cooking, and then you add soy sauce and dark soy sauce in it. The amount of sodium goes in as well. You could be taking tomato sauce, ketchup,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, doesn't have sodium. Yeah, but when you look at it, it's like, hey, it doesn't taste salty at all. Yeah, of course, it doesn't taste salty, but there's sugar in it to balance the flavor. So we sometimes have excess sodium in it, which
Mm.
causes the blood sugar. One of the contribution, to raise up that. Okay, so that is one thing that we do not really want to do. And last thing is garlic. Okay, if any one of you do not like to make friends at this moment, or want to stay away from anyone, very simple, other than getting yourself infected with COVID, I'm just joking. Garlic is the best thing. Take it 1 to 2 cloves a day, raw if you
Raw.
can. Raw if you can. If you can. Okay, there's a way you can actually soak it in garlic. I'm sorry,
Mhm.
soak it in honey.
Water.
Honey, yeah,
Oh,
mashed it,
okay.
mashed it. Okay, and then let it be there for a while because garlic you need to smash it. Then it release the properties. That's the reason why sometimes they
Mm.
say, "Can I just take the one cloves of garlic and swallow it without chewing?" No, you need to sort of like chew it. Yeah, so there's no other way. But if you are cooking it, because that's raw, okay, but if you can't take raw, absolutely fine, can take it capsule.
But hold on, Alyssa. I like the part where you are saying, so you mashed it, you mashed the raw. I
Put it in
love
your
raw
honey.
garlic. You put
Yeah,
it inside honey,
yeah, and then you can eat it.
and then you soak it with honey.
Yeah, yeah. If you're having a cough, that can be a remedy as well.
Oh wow.
For garlic lovers, I'm
Okay.
okay. I'm okay with garlic. Sometimes we have this. It's a very Malaysian thing. Soy sauce. Okay, there goes the
Yeah.
soy. And the garlic thing. You have it with
Yeah.
whatever food you
Yeah.
eat, and yeah, yeah. Or for those who a new way of eating it is you can actually smash the garlic and then you soak
Mm.
it in the honey itself, leave it for a
Mm.
while, okay, and
Mm.
then if you like the kick of the garlic, instead of taking immediately, otherwise forget about honey. Yeah, you can actually eat it like that, 1 to 2 cloves a day. That's the remedy in long run, because there's a case whereby this customer of mine, um the father is about like 80 plus years old. He went for a medical check together with his son, which is about 40 plus years old.
Mm.
The son
Mm.
came back with high blood pressure and high cholesterol, and the father
Mm.
is free, clean bill. Okay,
Wow.
and the son actually told me that, what my father did. He can actually take raw garlic, and he has been taking raw garlic for ages, for years, when he was
Mm.
early 30s, every day. Yeah, and that gentleman there, he said, yeah, I just took two to three cloves, nothing. I just chew it. I was like, wow, yeah, like a chewing gum, like that, And then the son was like, yeah. So he said, I can't do that. So he go for capsule.
Mm. Understand. Understand. Understand.
So
Okay.
include more in your diet, yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay. So we have a lot of informations today. We went through, understanding naturopath, and it's always prevention better than cure. We did talk about home remedy for stress, home remedy for indigestion, hypertension, panic attack, and anxiety, as well as, let me see, did I miss out anything? Oh yeah, and insomnia also. So for all the friends out there, if you are watching this, you can always watch Body Mind Soul Live Talk, available on YouTube as well as on our Facebook. Yeah. So you can always rewatch it. If you miss out any of the home remedy, you can watch it after this video is ended, after this live is ended. And, we didn't know time passed so fast. It's already past 4 o'clock because it was a very good information that we have. Anyone else on the audience, if you have any last question, please, this is your last chance that you will be able to ask Alyssa live. If not, you can always connect with Alyssa. Let me just pull it out, Alyssa's informations. Yeah, if you wish to be connected with Alyssa, I need my admin to pull that out. Somehow I can't find it. You can connect with Alyssa on Facebook, alyssa.ng.33. Yeah, if you have any other question you would like to talk to her directly, please go ahead. At the same time, I'm very excited to share with everyone. Alyssa will be appearing as one of the guest speaker for a woman wellness series that organized by the Golden Space Malaysia. We call it Self-Care Sunday. It will be happening on the June 27th, in a month time, on a very, very beautiful Sunday, where, you can actually hear Alyssa talks about. Alyssa, what topic are you going to talk about?
I'm going to talking about eat well, hormone balancing food. So it's all
Yes.
about, we as women, how we're going to take care of ourselves with all the hormones going haywire. Yeah. So I'm not going to reveal
And
too much.
yes, we are not going to reveal too much because the informations are meant for those who will be joining. Self-care, say yes, pampering to yourself, and it's specifically a woman-only event. Yeah, we really want to have all women around different ages to join us to pamper and truly pamper ourselves on this beautiful Sunday on the June 27th. Normal price is 38 ringgit. All you need to do is when you buy the ticket, you apply this coupon code selfcare_BMS. You will be able to get the ticket at 18 ringgit only. The goodie bag that will comes together with this self-care Sunday is worth nearly 1,000. Yeah. So every participant who joins Self-Care Sunday on the June 27th, you are entitled for not just the goodie bag, but also 3 different meditation that will guide you into a really connecting with your feminine, graceful power, energy, or that side of yours. At the same time, you'll also hear Alyssa sharing about body part, hormone, what kind of food that will help us to balance back our hormone. We will have Jasmine to talk about her inspirational story, and also Siobhan to share about, don't break up, make up, how she take care of herself, eventually take care of her relationship with her husband as well. So all in all, these are happening on a beautiful Sunday, which I've forgotten to pull out the slides. Yeah. So all these are the topic that we will be having. 3 meditation for body, mind, and soul well-being. Eat well, hormone balancing foods by Alyssa. Choosing yourself, Shazmin Shamsuddin. Don't break up, make up by Siobhan Cotter as well. Okay. So it's a beautiful session, I believe, definitely. And I can't wait for Alyssa to share more. Today we have heard her talking about it. And on Sunday, on the June 27th, she will zoom in, just focus on hormone balancing. Okay, with that, Alyssa, what is the last takeaway for everyone when it comes to naturopath? Prevention is better than cure.
Well, my last message will be empower yourself with knowledge, because that's very important. And then from time to time, I think all of us should sort of like be mindful, practice mindfulness, body awareness, have the courage to actually, deal with if there's any discomfort in the body itself. Do not wait till that, you feel really, really bad, then only do something about it. Sometimes your body tells you certain things that you need certain food. So go for it, And then if you need to have a chat just to make sure that you're on the right track, you can always make an appointment to see me. Yeah, I'll be more than willing to share with you, because sometimes I realize that health is a very personalized thing. It's very tailor-made. Okay, so there's no one remedies that works for everyone, because we are all different, and at the same time we are all unique. Okay, so I just want to shout out to all the mothers out there. Happy Mother's Day.
Yes.
Yep. Stay safe. Take care of yourself. And hope to see you guys in the coming event as well.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. Happy Mother's Day to everyone. And once again, tomorrow is Sunday. You can start experiencing your self-care Sunday as well. And with that, we have a lot of thank you to you, Alyssa. Yvonne is saying thanks,
Yes.
Alyssa, for sharing.
You're welcome.
Gita, thanks, Alyssa. Great sharing. Thank you to all the ladies who are here. And I wish to see you at the, on this Self-Care Sunday event again, where Alyssa will be sharing more about this. With that, remember to apply your coupon code. And I would say that, Alyssa, thank you so much. And we will say goodbye to everyone here. Goodbye and have a great Saturday. Have a great Sunday tomorrow, and express your love to your mother openly tomorrow, and not just tomorrow. You can do it every day. With that, have a great evening. Thank you and goodbye from every one of us.
Bye, everyone.